Pawn Stars, a show that has captivated us for 23 thrilling seasons and counting. It seems like the cast always has something new up their sleeves, but are you aware of the legal roller coasters they've faced behind the scenes? Get ready for a whirlwind adventure as we unveil the exhilarating peaks and valleys experienced by the Pawn Stars team. But first up, let's talk about Corey Harrison. Now, we all know Corey as one of the leading cast members and a key reason behind the success of Pawn Stars. But did you know that back in 2011, Corey had a run-in with the law? Picture this. He's at Murray's Saloon and Eatery in Big Bear Lake, California, when he gets into an argument with another customer. The bartender, sensing trouble, flags down a police officer, but when the officer tries to intervene, Corey pushes a deputy and a security guard. Uh-oh. Corey was arrested, spent the night in jail, and released the next day. Thankfully, that seems to be his only brush with the law, and he remains a regular cast member on the show. But what led to this outburst from Corey? Was it the pressures of fame or just a bad day? We may never know the full story, but one thing's for sure. Corey's made a name for himself on Pawn Stars, and fans just can't get enough of him. And hey, everyone makes mistakes, right? The important thing is that he's managed to keep his nose clean since then and continues to entertain us on the show. Next up, we've got Austin Chumley Russell, who faced his own legal issues in 2016. Chumley was arrested for possession of a firearm by a prohibited person and attempted possession of a controlled substance. So how did the police find out? They initially served a search warrant at his house as part of an investigation. But when they found drugs and guns, those became the priority. Chumley was arrested on 19 charges of drug possession and a single charge of possessing a gun by a prohibited person. However, after striking a deal with prosecutors, he ended up with 3 years of probation, and the gun charge would be dismissed if he completes it. Quite the close call for our beloved Chumley. Now let's dig a little deeper into Chumley's story. What led to his arrest? Were the drugs and guns part of a darker side we never saw on the show? It's tough to say for certain, but one thing is clear. Chumley was given a second chance, and he seems to have taken it. Since his arrest, he's kept his record clean, focusing on his career and even opening his own candy shop. Talk about turning your life around. In 2016, the Pawn Stars team found themselves in hot water when they allegedly melted down $50,000 worth of stolen coins. Turns out, the coins were stolen by the owner's niece, who sold them to the shop. By the time the owner found out, the coins had already been processed. Nevada law required pawn shops to hold hawked items for 30 to 90 days, but there's an exception for coins. Despite this controversy, the Pawn Stars claimed they had no knowledge of the coins being stolen and acted in compliance with the law. But how could this happen? Were the Pawn Stars really unaware of the stolen coins, or was this a clever cover-up? It's difficult to determine the truth, but one thing's for sure. The controversy put the gold and silver pawn shop under the spotlight, and not in a good way. Regardless, the show has continued to thrive, and fans still flock to the shop to catch a glimpse of their favorite stars and maybe even score a deal. Last but not least, we have Rick Harrison's family dispute. In a shocking turn of events, Rick was sued by his own mother, Joanne Harrison, over a range of issues, including the ownership shares of the gold and silver pawn shop. The lawsuit alleges that while Joanne was recovering from a coma, Rick made her sign over her shares of the pawn shop. Rick has also been accused of withholding documentation of the business finances from his mother. To make matters worse, the lawsuit seeks information on an unexplained $3 million loan from Nevada State Bank. As of now, the outcome of this family feud remains unclear. Family matters can get messy, and it's sad to see it play out in the public eye. But what does this mean for Rick and the future of the show? With such a successful series under his belt, it's hard to imagine anything could bring him down. We can only hope that the family can resolve their issues and continue to bring us the entertaining content we've come to love. So there you have it, folks. Even our favorite reality TV stars have their fair share of legal troubles. But hey, that's what makes Pawn Stars so addictive, right? It's not just about the bizarre items people bring in, but also the drama and conflicts among the cast. We'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for these stars. But one thing's for sure. As long as there are treasures to be found and deals to be made, the gold and silver pawn shop will keep on going.